Good morning, my dear students. In this tutorial, we discuss the previous mains questions of complex numbers, particularly in 2019. In 2019, January 4 days and December 4 days, every day two papers released, morning session and evening session. So totally in January 8 papers, 8 online papers and December 8 online papers. So total number of papers released in 2019, 16 papers. Every paper contains one question from complex numbers. So total number of questions are 16 in complex numbers in 2019. Now we discuss these 16 questions in this video. So my dear friends, observe each and every question. We discuss the question, the related concept also. Okay, look here. First one. Let alpha and beta are the roots of the equation x square plus 2x plus 2 equal to 0. Then the value of alpha power 15 plus beta power 15 equal to. Four options are given. Now, solution. X square plus 2x plus 2. That can be written as x plus 1 whole square plus 1 equal to 0. If you take that plus 1, that side, that become minus 1. So, x plus 1 equal to plus or minus I. Plus 1 take that side, minus 1 under root, x plus 1 equal to root minus 1 is I plus or minus I. Therefore, x equal to minus 1 plus or minus I. So alpha, let us take one root is alpha. Alpha equal to minus 1 plus root I and beta equal to minus 1 minus I. So alpha can be taken as, it can be written as minus root 2 into cis minus pi by 4. Minus pi by 4. Beta equal to, taking common minus root 2 into cis pi by 4. Cis theta means cos theta plus I sin theta. Cis theta means cos theta plus I sin theta. Whenever you taking common minus, that become 1 minus I. Mod amplitude form change into the root 2. Divide with root 2 and multiply with root 2. Taking common minus root 2. 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2. Cos pi by 4 plus I sin minus pi by 4. Cos minus pi by 4. So mod amplitude form is this. Alpha equal to this and beta equal to that. Now here alpha power 15 plus beta power 15, that equal to, here minus 2 minus root 2 whole power 15 in both the numbers, taking common in this. By De Moivre's theorem, what happens? Cis minus pi by 4 whole power 15 is cis minus 15 pi by 4. Cis theta, cis minus theta. Cis theta means cos theta plus I sin theta. Cis minus theta is cos theta minus I sin theta. So addition of these two, that become plus I sin theta minus I sin theta cancel, we get 2 cos theta. So that's why we get 2 cos pi by 4. 2 cos pi by 4, but that has power 15. So that become, by De Moivre's, that become 15 pi by 4. 15 pi by 4. My dear students, try to understand that point. De Moivre's theorem, cos theta plus I sin theta whole power n is cos n theta plus I sin n theta. That we are using here. Minus cis minus theta cos pi by 4 minus I sin pi by 4. Here cos pi by 4 plus I sin pi by 4. Addition of these two, 2 cos pi by 4. Actually, this has power 15. So the angle become minus 15 pi by 4. Here 15 pi by 4. That's why we get 2 cos 15 pi by 4. Cos 15 pi by 4, that value is 15 pi by 4. 4 pi minus pi by 4. That is Cos 4 pi minus pi by 4 is cos pi by 4. Cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. So we get minus root 15 into 2 into 1 by root 2. 2 into 1 by root 2, that become root 2. Root 2. Minus came out. So totally we get minus root 2 power here 15. Here we get one more root 2. So totally 16 root 2's are there in product. That become 2 power 8. 2 power 8 is 256. That's why this value is 256. Now, second question. A equal to set of all theta belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi such that 3 plus 2i sin theta by 1 minus 2i sin theta is purely imaginary. Then the sum of the elements in A. This complex number is purely imaginary. That means the real part is 0. We get a quadratic equation that has solutions. We have to take the solutions in this interval only, minus pi by 2 to pi. Those solutions sum we want. Now, z equal to, let this be z equal to given number, given complex number 3 plus 2i sin theta by 1 minus 2i sin theta. You have to rationalize first. 1 plus 2i sin theta whole divided by 1 plus 2i sin theta. Multiply this. Denominator is of a form a minus b into a plus b, a square minus b square. 1 minus 4i square sin square theta, I square is minus 1. That's why that become 1 plus 4 sin square theta. Sin square theta. We want, actually z is purely imaginary. Real z is 0. Real z equal to 0. Multiplying this, we get real z. Clearly take the real z, not necessarily the total product. We want real z. It is the real number. Now here real z is 3 into 1, 3, as well as product of these two. How to get the real part? Product of these two real numbers as well as product of these two imaginary parts. So we get 3, 4i square, that means minus 4 sin square theta. That part is 0. Why it is 0? Because this is purely imaginary. That's why real part must be 0. X plus iy is a complex number. That is purely imaginary, x equal to 0. Purely real, y equal to 0. So here, real part of this is 0, which follows that 3 minus 4 sin square theta equal to 0, sin square theta equal to 3 by 4, sin theta equal to root 3 by 2, implies sin theta equal to plus or minus root 3 by 2. Plus or minus root 3 by 2. If you take root 3 by 2, actually minus pi by 2 to pi, that means fourth quadrant, first quadrant, second quadrant. In fourth quadrant, one solution. Second quadrant, first quadrant. Now here, theta equal to, in first quadrant, root 3 by 2, corresponding angle is pi by 3. In fourth quadrant, that means minus pi by 2 to 0, that is minus pi by 3. Fourth quadrant. First quadrant, pi by 3. Second quadrant, 2 pi by 3. Sum of the angles, sum equal to minus pi by 3 cancel. This is 2 pi by 3. Answer is 2 pi by 3. Second option. Now, question number 3. Let z0 is a root of the quadratic equation x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0. If z equal to, given as 3 plus 6i z0 power 81 minus 3i z0 power 93, then argument of a complex number. If z equal to x plus iy, argument of z is tan inverse y by x. argument is always lie between minus pi to pi. Now here, argument of z. First of all, you have to simplify this z. Actually, it seems to be very big, but the solution is very simple. Look here, x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0. That is cube roots of unity. Two roots omega and omega square are the roots of that equation. Let us take z naught is omega. Z naught is omega. Omega power 81. 81 is multiple of 3. So z naught power 81, that value is 1, that become 1. As well as 93 is also multiple of 3. Multiple of 3, omega power multiple of 3 is 1. So these two values are 1. Now 3 plus 6i minus 3i. 6i minus 3i, 3i only. So completely z equal to 3 plus 3i. Now argument of z, arg z equal to tan inverse y by x, 3 by 3, 3 by 3, 1, tan inverse 1, pi by 4. So by observing the problem, we can easily decide the answer within fraction of seconds. This time you have to utilize in another problem. Question number 4. Let z1 and z2 are two non-zero complex numbers such that 3 mod z1 equal to 2 mod z2. If z equal to 3z1 by 2z2 plus 2z2 by 3z1, then now here observe this. If you take 2 mod z2 this side, what happens? 3 mod z1 by 2 mod z2 equal to 1. That means 3z1 by 2z2, it is unimodular. This modulus is 1. This modulus is 1. It is reciprocal of this. It is reciprocal of this. So it is unimodular. So you can take that complex number as cos theta plus I sin theta. You can take this as cos theta plus I sin theta. It is reciprocal of this. So cos theta minus I sin theta. I sin theta getting cancelled. You get cos theta plus cos theta is 2 cos theta. That is purely real number. No imaginary part in z. That's why imaginary z is 0. It is the right answer. Now, explanation. According to the given condition, once again, according to the given condition, 3z1 by 2z2 modulus is 1. Given condition here. So, you can take that 3z1 by 2z2 equal to cos theta plus I sin theta. You can take that. So, this one is cos theta minus I sin theta. Therefore, 2z2 by 3z1 is reciprocal of this. That is cos theta minus I sin theta. Therefore, z equal to addition of these two, that is 2 cos theta, implies imaginary z is 0, no imaginary part, that is 0. Fifth question. Z equal to this. It can be written as cos theta plus I sin theta. It also cos theta minus I sin theta. By demo as cos phi o theta plus I sin phi o theta, cos phi o theta minus I sin phi o theta, because that has power phi o. So that become totally 2 cos phi o theta. That means no imaginary number, only real number. Z is only real number. That's why imaginary part of Z is 0. Very simple. Second, third, fourth, all the questions are, we can easily decide the fraction of seconds directly. Now, solution. Z equal to, look here, it can be written as cos root 3 by 2, which angle? Cos 30 pi by 6, cos pi by 6 plus I sin pi by 6 whole power 5 plus cos pi by 6 minus I sin pi by 6 whole power 5. By de Moivre's, the power become 5 pi by 6 here and here also. So we get 2 cos 5 pi by 6. 2 cos 5 pi by 6. This value is equal to pi minus pi by 6. Cos of pi minus pi by 6, that is minus cos pi by 6. Cos pi by 6 is root 3 by 2 minus. So it gets 2 into minus root 3 by 2. That value is equal to minus root 3. Therefore, imaginary z equal to 0. 6. Let minus 2 minus 1 by 3 I whole cube equal to x plus iy by 27. Then y minus x value. Here x is a real part and y is imaginary part. Now here x plus iy by 27 equal to, look here, 3 LCM minus 6 minus I by 3 minus take out, that become minus 1 whole cube, that is minus 6 plus I whole cube by 3 cube, that become 27. Both sides 27 cancelled. Now by using a plus b whole cube formula, expand this and take the real and imaginary parts x and y values. After that y minus x, we can easily get the problem. Very simple problem. That equal to x plus iy equal to minus of, okay, here expand this, minus of, write down here, minus of a plus b whole cube, a cube, plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. A cube is 6 cube, that is 216, plus 3a square b. 3a square is 36. 3 into 36, 108. B is I. So plus 108 I. Plus 3ab square. 3 into 6, 18. B square minus 1. I square minus 1. So that we get minus 18. Now b cube term, last term, I cube, that is minus I. So x plus iy equal to minus of 216 minus 18, that is 198 minus 198. Look here, 108 minus 1, that is 107, minus is there, minus 107 I. Now here y is this and x is this. Y minus x, that is minus 107, minus of minus this much, plus 198, that is 91. That is fourth option. The question is very simple, but here just we have to apply a plus b whole cube formula. Okay, simple question. Now question number 7. Let z be a complex number such that mod z plus z equal to 3 plus I. Then mod z. Let it be z equal to x plus iy. Mod z is root of x square plus y square. Z is x plus iy. Compare both sides, real and imaginary part. Real part is 3. Here imaginary part is 1. Here this side real part is root x square plus x, y square plus x. So root of x square plus y square plus x equal to 3, and y directly we get 1. Z taken as x plus iy. Keep in your mind in that. Compare both sides, real and imaginary parts. Now here y equal to 1, you have to substitute here. Implies x square plus 1 equal to 3 minus x. X square plus 1 equal to 3 minus x whole square. Squaring both sides. Y equal to 1, substitute x square plus 1 plus x equal to 3. X take that side, 3 minus x. Squaring both sides, x square plus 1 equal to that. Implies expand this both sides, x square cancel. X square plus 1 equal to 9 minus 6x plus x square. Both sides x square cancel. Now here 6x equal to 8. x equal to 8 by 6. Therefore, x equal to 4 by 3. X 4 by 3, y 1. We want mod z value. Mod z equal to root of x square plus y square. X square is 16 by 9 plus 1. 16 by 9 plus 1 is 25 by 9. 25 by 9 under root, that is 5 by 3. Answer is 5 by 3. Question number 8. If z minus alpha by z plus alpha is purely imaginary, here alpha is a real number and mod z is given as 2, then the value of alpha. The condition is given is purely imaginary. If a complex number is purely imaginary, then complex number plus its conjugate is 0. For example, if you take purely imaginary, that is 8i is purely imaginary. That conjugate is minus 8i. Their sum is 0. So here z minus alpha by z plus alpha plus z minus alpha by z plus alpha whole bar equal to 0. It is a complex number. Its conjugate is this. Their sum is 0 because it is purely imaginary. If you can take this as lambda I, it is minus lambda I. That sum is 0. Implies here conjugate property, numerator conjugate by denominator conjugate. Now here alpha is a real number. This conjugate, if you distribute this, z bar minus alpha by z bar plus alpha, because alpha bar is alpha. Alpha is a imaginary number, so its conjugate is alpha only. So here z minus alpha, taking LCM, z minus alpha into z bar plus alpha plus z plus alpha into z bar minus alpha equal to 0. Try to understand that step. Very simple, not difficult. Here z bar minus alpha by z bar plus alpha. After taking LCM, z minus alpha plus z minus alpha into z bar plus alpha plus z bar minus alpha into z plus alpha equal to 0. Denominator by cross multiplication, that becomes 0. Now expand by distributive. Expand, we get 4 terms. Here we get 4 terms. Totally 8 terms. 6 terms are cancelled. General expansion, z bar plus alpha z minus alpha z bar minus alpha square plus z bar minus alpha z plus alpha z bar minus alpha square equal to 0. Now here observe, plus alpha z minus alpha z cancel, minus alpha z bar plus alpha z bar cancel, z bar is mod z square, so 2 mod z square minus 2 alpha square equal to 0 implies alpha square equal to mod z square. To cancel both sides, but mod z is given as 2, that is 2 square. So alpha square equal to 2 square, alpha square equal to 4, therefore alpha equal to plus or minus 2. Both answers are correct. Here given one answer, that is alpha equal to 2. It is the right answer. So in 2019, total number of questions are 16. 8 questions are over. The remaining 8 questions will be discussed in the next part.